Why are you watching the video? Is it because someone told you it's a seller's market and maybe, just maybe, you're thinking about selling? Well, if you are, make sure you watch this video. We're going to go over 5 things that you need to do before you even consider putting your house on the market. Hey, it's Jeremy here with the Guillette Group, and today we're going to be talking about how we're going to get your home sold and the 5 things you need to do just to get ready. And make sure you stay to the end, because I'm going to give you another video that's going to help you prep for selling your home. This is the Live Joy Southwest Florida channel, where we talk about everything, whether it be living in Southwest Florida and certainly all things real estate. If you're interested in these topics appeal to you, make sure you hit the subscribe button, click the bell, that way you get notified every time we launch a new video each week. So in this video, we're going to be talking about getting your house ready to sell. Don't even think about selling in this market if you haven't taken in all the factors. There's a lot of nuances at play, and while it sounds really, really attractive that it's a historic seller's market, there's a lot to do to make sure you take advantage of that. Are you ready? Number 1, the most important thing you can do is mindset. You got to make sure you're really ready to sell. Do you know why you're selling? If you don't know your why, it's going to be a really, really difficult process to sell. You're getting bombarded. You're getting a postcard a week, maybe more, from various realtors that are talking about how great the market conditions are. You're probably getting calls. People might even be knocking on your door, telling you that you can pick your listing price. They're right, quite frankly. Right now we have 7 to 8 buyers for every listing that's available in our market in Southwest Florida. So when you think about mindset, you got to think like a seller. You got to take the emotion out of the home and think that someone else is moving in. So I've got a couple other videos here. I'm going to mark them up top so you can watch them on how to get your house ready, how to stage, make sure you maximize the light, all the different things you need to do. But you got to almost detach from it. So you're in the process of selling this home to move on to the next step, whatever that next step might be. You got to get in that frame of mind. It might be fixing the little things, taking the personalization out of the home, decluttering, getting a storage unit, getting half of the stuff out of your closets and putting it in storage so there appears to be more space, more storage, which is super important down here. So mindset's important. You have to be positive. You have to be comfortable that you're working with a real partner that knows the market, that knows the process, to really help get you through step by step and all the way to the closing table. Do you know where you're going? That's number 2. There's only 2 equations when we think about selling houses and moving. You either, 1, buy first and then sell, which is ideal, but not everyone's in that position. Or 2, you have to sell first and then buy. The reality is, most Americans are looking at number 2 as their option. And that process is difficult. You got to sell your home first to get the equity out that you want to be able to put into the next home. The timing can be challenging. So you got to be well prepared. You got to trust the process, and you just got to go step by step. And the reality is, in our market, there's not a lot of inventory. But if you know that you're moving on for whatever reason, again, back to the knowing your why, you might have to rent. Anything is temporary. So as you go through the process, the first step often is selling the home. Again, do you know where you're going? How are you going to get there? Where are you going? When do you have to be there? Are you looking to trade up? Maybe you're looking to trade down. Maybe the kids are off to college or out of the house. Do you need a home office? Coronavirus has changed things for everybody. Do you need space used differently in your home? Are you looking to make a lifestyle change? That's the kind of stuff where you just want to fully understand and think about why you're making the move. It'll help you see through to the finish line. So now you're ready to sell, and it's a crazy, historic seller's market. So what's going to happen? You're going to have showings like crazy. You're most likely going to end up with multiple offers. So when you go live, you've got to be ready for that onslaught, and it's going to feel that way. In a typical market, you might get a showing a day initially, a couple maybe, and then it starts to trail off. You're going to get bombarded. If we price it right and you do everything you need to do to get your home ready to sell, again, because there's 7 to 8 buyers for every property that hits the market, you're going to have a lot of activity. So be prepared. You're going to be almost abandoned from your own home. You're not going to be allowed to come back in until we get to the point where we've got an offer, and frankly, multiple offers to help guide you through the rest of the process. That initial onslaught's going to be a lot. You know, you could have 5, 6 showings in a day. And if people are scheduling them for 30 minutes to an hour, you're going to lose the bulk of the time. And they're not going to be all back to back. You know, you got agents that are, you know, they're all over this area. Their buyers are all over. They're trying to schedule 4 and 5 showings. So they're not going to be on time. It's going to be a tough few days, certainly potentially a week. So make sure you're working with someone that understands it. The other part of that is, most likely because our market's climbing quickly, appraisals, they haven't caught up. So you need to be able to manage and work through the clauses and the language that needs to be in the contract to protect you. Work with an agent that fully understands the dynamics of our market and can help you get through this process. So as much as the agent can help you, you also just have to be prepared. This is an arena where deals fall apart. Buyers are making offers sight unseen. They're showing up with an offer before they show up in person. They're doing that to try to lock up the property. Here in Florida, we write an as-is contract in most situations. If you keep the inspection clause in the contract, the buyer has 10 to 15 days. They can walk away for any reason. The standard clause is 15 days. They don't like the color of the grass, they can leave. They don't like the color of the house, they can leave. There's a crack in a window, there doesn't even have to be a reason. They can exit without any penalty to the contract. So it could be buyer's remorse for something they haven't seen. They felt like they had to rush too quickly to make an offer. That all-important appraisal we talked about comes in lighter than it needs to be. You need to make sure you've got backup offers and someone on your side that's helping you navigate all of that, because it's a lot and it comes at you fast in this market. All right, so number 4 is the home ready? And I'm going to put a link up to another video here that is going to walk you through what you need to do to make sure your house is ready. But you've heard all the tips before. Depersonalize, declutter, clean like crazy, fix the things that need to be fixed, especially anything structural or mechanical. Buyers are going to assume that, and in this market, keep in mind, if the roles were reversed, they're paying a premium to purchase your home. They're not looking for it to have a bunch of projects after the fact. And even though you're in control, from their perspective, they're overpaying for any home right now because of the market. But most of you guys have been through this before. Selling, and more so moving, it's not easy. It's incredibly stressful, and that's for people that have done it a lot. If you're someone that's been in a house for 15 years or 20 years, it's a lot to take on selling a home. If you're thinking about selling and you're in Southwest Florida, please consider us. If you're not in Southwest Florida, reach out to us anyways. We extensively network. We know some of the best agents from across the country. So if you're interested in having us screen an agent for you, just reach out to us. We're certainly happy to do that. We might even be able to put you in touch with the best agents in your area.
Woo!